Hello! Welcome to Learn to Paint with Scarlett. That's me, of course. Today we're doing another haul. Okay, so let's start from the biggest things down to the smallest things because then I can make a little more room on my table. Let's start here. The Grand Block. So I was all done and ready to leave, and my husband said, you know what, this paper looks pretty good. Why don't we just try it? It's not that expensive. I think it only cost us 12 euros for the whole thing. But, and what he really liked is that it is 250 sheets, it's 27 by 42 centimeters, and it is 70 gram paper. Now, no, I cannot do watercolor on this paper, not at all. But do you see how huge it is? So this is perfect for sketching out my ideas, figuring out what's going to go where. So I thought that's perfect. Now, at 250 sheets, that will last me a long, long time. So next I picked up 3 spiral bound watercolor pads. These are all the house brand Brosner, and it's 300 gram, which I really like. It's 27 by 21 centimeters, and there's 20 sheets. Now I got 3 because one is going to be for my personal work, for sketching out and laying out stuff like that. Another one, I need a second one, and possibly a third one for that matter, for tutorials for you guys, because I've been working in these lately and it's really nice to have them all in one place and easy to go back and forth, and I don't have to, I'm working in larger scales. Anyway, so I've got a few for that. So that was the paper part of today. Pretty much no matter where I go when I'm shopping for art supplies, there's always going to be paper. If it's drawing paper or watercolor paper or anything like that, because you always need paper, right? So in this little guy, I have 2 handles for dip pens. I like them for a few reasons. The handles last a long time compared to a pen that will, it'll run out and you'll have to throw it out. There's no extra plastic pieces. There's no plastic at all. The end is made of metal. The entire thing is made of wood. There's a little bit of what looks to be cork, although it might be a cork alternative in the center. So there's no plastic on it. It's a more environmentally friendly option than going with pens or markers. Now don't get me wrong, pens and markers are great, especially for the art world. We love them, but I don't like the idea of the lids and the tops and the bottoms and all this extra plastic that is involved in pens and markers. So anytime I can avoid that, I try to. So this way I can have one dedicated for black, one for white, and one for, say, blue or whatever other color I have using. I can always clean them, but within one painting I'll now have 3 possible pen and ink dip pens ready to go. I also picked up some Phthalo turquoise, which I did not have, and I got that from Winsor & Newton. It's a really beautiful blue with a touch of green, which is going to end up in my personal work. So I'm looking forward to that one. Now, additionally, we got some art masking fluid. Always need masking fluid. This one is from Winsor & Newton. It is a white masking fluid. I tend to use the green ones when I'm using them with you guys, so you can see them, but today I thought I would go with white because, again, in my personal work, I don't always, up until now, I haven't really shown you any of my personal work, so this is, yeah, what I'll be doing there. I also got some medium texture medium. Now this is from Winsor & Newton, and it is a liquid form texture, and we are going to talk about this. It adds fine texture to your watercolor paper. I don't want to shake it, but I do want to mix it up a little bit. This has been sitting, it's separated, it's been sitting too long. So there's that, the texture, and I got a second texture. This one is from Schminky, and this one is more of a paste. This one's kind of liquidy, and it will, we're gonna totally talk about this in its own tutorial. We'll compare the 2 and see what we like. They're both supposed to make fine texture. This one is really like a cream, almost like a cream you could put on your face, but I wouldn't. And this one is more like a liquid, like yogurt. So those are both textures. They're going to add texture to the watercolor paper. Okay, additionally to this, I also picked up some white ink. This is Indian ink white. I'll put some of the information down below, and you guys can also go to Patreon and find out more information about my favorite materials and what I like to do here. This is white. This is also for my personal work. I don't use white when I'm doing anything like that, botanical art, but I do use it in my personal work. And if you guys want to see my personal work, just let me know below, and I will totally start showing you guys. This is another one now. These two things I didn't get today, and I forgot to show you when I had purchased them, so I want to take a moment to do that now. These are both from Winsor & Newton. They both come in these really neat little metal cases, which I like a lot because it's not plastic. It's going to last a long time. Brings you back. It makes me feel like we're, you know, in the early 20s or in the early teens of the 1900s, and everything came in little boxes and cardboard boxes or tin boxes, and it's just so nice. Now there is a plastic inlay here, and of course the markers are made of plastic. It comes with a small piece of paper that I can use as an example, and these are the markers. Now I know I said I'm not thrilled about markers, but they are watercolor markers, so, and I hope that they last a long time. These guys are pretty neat. I mean, anything has to do with watercolor, I just have to try it out, right? These guys are pretty neat because they come with two sides. It's got the small and it's got the big. And I don't think the lids matter. So it gives you a different range of lines and marks and thickness. You can cover in an area really fast or just do something simple. If you're interested, I can play around with these and give you guys a little tutorial / review on the Winsor & Newton markers. This is just the standard set, so it's the yellow, red, blue, green, yellow ochre, and ivy black. I personally wouldn't use the black. I would try to mix it with other things, but you're dealing with markers, so mixing in that sense might be a little harder. Who knows? We'll see. And then this one is the new Winsor & Newton sticks. Have you guys seen the sticks yet? They're pretty cool. I have used them, and I like them a lot. Now this one I have burnt sienna, Winsor & Newton blue shade, sorry, Winsor green blue shade, cadmium yellow, Prussian blue, and French ultramarine. And these are, they're almost like makeup sticks. They're really easy to use. It's like using oil pastels or even chalk pastels a little bit. I'm having a lot of fun here. And again, if you're interested, because I don't want to, this isn't really a review as much as it's just a haul, but if you're interested, I will take some time to give you guys a little tutorial on how to use the sticks and how I use the sticks, and maybe an example of what, you know, what they look like and all that stuff. So that is my haul. Is that it? Man, it doesn't look like very much now. Collectively, we're at about 120 euros and maybe more, somewhere in that range. Yeah, that's what I got today. I hope you like it. If there's anything here you want to know more about, like in another video, please give me a comment below. Let me know if you guys are using dip pens. I'm very curious. I'm Scarlett. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next class, tutorial, haul, vlog, or whatever else is over there. Toodaloo!